I don't know if it was perfect, but it was as good as we've played all year. I think when you score a couple on the power play and you kill a 5-on-3 at least, and a couple penalties power plays that they had, I thought it was a good game by us.
How good was Carlson tonight getting the first goal, keeping quelling a couple of scoring chances when it was still 1-0 and shutting down that?
They had that, him and Alsner. I mean, for 21-year-old guys and 22, having the duty of shutting down that line, did a really good job. And Carly adds that offensive element as well. And I thought he was at his best tonight.
We talked yesterday about 5-on-5 and both special teams all being important today.
We were focused, and and I think the game in Carolina was the stepping stone to this game. I mean, we played really good, I thought, in Carolina, and except for about 7 minutes or 5 minutes there in the third period, but they were determined in the third not to let this one get into a 6-2 game or 6-3 game.
I know he's just mentioned Carlson, but was that about as good as Tom Bodie's played?
Yeah, I was really impressed with Tom. His demeanor and his you could tell the experience back there. When he got the puck, he made the right plays. He did the right things with it, and we missed him for 12 or 13 games, whatever we had without him.
I mean, given that you didn't have Mike Green, and given how good they've been over the course of the season, and especially lately, does that make this even more impressive?
Yeah, I mean they'd won 5 in a row, and sometimes those are the teams you want to catch because they're due for a bad game. And now that we've beaten them twice, and when we go down there and play them, we'll have a real tiger by the tail.
How important was it in the middle of that second period? I'm sort of thinking to 7-second goal on the power play, just to be able to put this game out of reach for the Warriors.
Well, it was for a coach. It was. It would make you breathe easier in the third period because we've gotten to that 2-0 stage and 3-1 stage, and we haven't been able to get that goal that puts you over the hump that can bury the team. So today we did, and I thought we stifled them really well after that, so they didn't get a chance to come back.
Do you think maybe with him the past few games he hasn't been quite as where he was, a week or two ago?
Who's this?
And then he kind of, I mean, he's had stretches like in the past where he's kind of gone into a tailspin for a few weeks, but it seems like
That's everybody, though. There's nobody can keep up. You get. I've seen Ovi get 12 points in a week. He's not going to get 12 points the next week. Crosby's the same way, and Sedman. So you like them to be as consistent as possible, and they want to be as consistent as possible. But sometimes it doesn't work. But what you do know is that every time, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, that they're a threat every chance that they touch the puck, and they were again tonight.
Marley didn't get much work tonight, but a shutout, you have to be encouraged by what he's done last
Yeah, no, he's come on, and with Nuvi getting ready to to get back to playing, I think we've got two of the best young goalies going.
How do things change from a Monday night when you're as annoyed and the team is as flat as it was then to a Friday when you're playing perfect or whatever?
You know what? I mean, if you could figure out sports, go ahead. I mean, what's the Heat's record? Aren't they supposed to have a good team? I mean, if you could do it, you'd be the best team on paper would be 82-0 and everything else. But you catch guys at different times. I mean, we caught New Jersey after losing. They'd lost 3 in a row and hadn't won at home, but they played a really good game. Atlanta had lost 3 in a row, and they knew they were in the midst of their longest home span. We were coming off. We're a little tired. Bad things happen. We don't like it to happen, but when you get some goals against you early in the first period, it sort of takes the wind out of your sails sometimes. But and I think the guys were pissed. We took a lot of heat this week, a lot of flack, and I think that's a proud bunch in there. And the week's not over yet, but it's they knew they were better than what they'd showed, and they knew they were better than what people were saying about us, and So I think they dug deep, and we'll try to dig deep again on Sunday.
Marcus Johansson got his first multi-point game of his career. Like, your thoughts on his performance?
I thought it was good. I told him I didn't want him to have the Cy Young any longer. So to get an assist, so he could, he's a playmaking guy, and he got two, and he's getting better every game. He's just looking good.
Another goal for John Erskine tonight. How'd you think he played?
Good. He almost had the Gordie Howe. He was solid. He was hitting guys. He scored a goal. These guys, when you win 6-0, you can't say anything negative about anybody. They're all playing well.